Hi there, my fellow dungeon crawlers. It's Ic0n, and this is the beginning of a new playlist of my Let's Play Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup series. And after the last time we went into a win, we won with a nice Formisted Abyssal Knight combo there. We're up into a new game. I've been thinking a lot about what I'm gonna play next. I've been through some vanilla combos. And yeah, for now I'm not into more vanilla comboing here. I was thinking about playing some Merfolk Scald. If that's an option you want to see, please tell me. But right now I'm not feeling like Merfolk. I'm more feeling like Demonspawn for tonight. And for the class, I wanted to pick up the Artificer for this one. Mainly because I didn't feel like a spellcaster for this run. I'm gonna do some spellcasting soon too, no worries. But for this run, the Artificer provides me with a lot of flexibility here. And flexibility is exactly what I need to put up a successful Demonspawn run. I'm starting with a lot of wands here, which is perfectly fine for bringing me through the early game here. And yeah, let's go for our training here. And I'm gonna put down stealth for now, and I really want to put up armor. Don't think I want to go for short blades for now. I think I'm gonna leave it like that. Alright, as a Demonspawn, you start out completely mundane. You have no characteristics at all. You start out pretty much as a human with worse aptitudes than a human. That's a lot of -1 here. But as you proceed through the levels, you rack up positive mutations, and that's one major point why I went into the Artificer background. It provides me the necessary flexibility to be able to build up my skill set around the mutations I get. If I start into a spellcaster kit, I maybe could run into some really bad mutations like Guardian Spirit. It really sucks if you're a spellcaster. If you're using your magic points as a shield, that's really nothing you want to see. So I thought Artificer is a nice background to pick up, since it's well, not mainstream, not the usual stuff you see. And there we hit our first teleport trap, and this goblin is wielding a dagger of protection. Luckily that's nothing really dangerous. I was a bit concerned as I saw that bluish shimmer on his weapon. Like I mentioned in another stream, I certainly ran once into a goblin or kobold with an electrocution weapon in the early game, which one-shot me. And ever since then, really getting frightened when I see those branded weapons on those enemies. Alright, we're starting out with some iridescent scales. That's nice. I can use some armor class bonus early on, since I'm only wearing some leather armor. That's going to be really useful. Alright, we're proceeding through D1 here with utmost care, since, well, the early game, the first 5 levels of the dungeon are, in every crawl game, one of the hardest areas of the game to pass through, since you're really weak, and the randomness of the dungeon can really screw you up hard, and you gotta play according to that. You gotta expect a lot of unexpectedness to consistently win the early game. Alright, we can't go this corner. The kobold there's would be coming from the other side, and that's ugly. Alright, that's way more like it. I want to clear out Dungeon 1 really carefully, since I've won a game. I want to put another win after this, so we're playing super cautious here, since I want to get on streaking here somehow. Alright, we picked up a hunting sling. Let's check out if we found already some bullets. We didn't, but I'm gonna put them on auto pickup. Slings are very, very valuable ranged weapons in the early game. That's because you don't need actually to put up skill points into these to be useful. Yet still, I don't dare to equip it. It could be cursed, and then I would be stuck with a cursed weapon there. That would be really ugly for us here. Alright, we're picking up the standard stuff on Dungeon 1, and I found a ring mail. It's actually really decent. Let's swap this out with the leather armor. That's some more defense going on, and pumping up your armor class somewhat is very valuable for the early game. And I'm also picking up some stones, since I want to use this sling for a while, and I don't think I'm going to find enough sling bullets to make it worthwhile. So I'm going to pick up some rocks here. And also you can use the rocks to just throw them at melee enemies coming close to you. Alright, we hit level 3. I'm going to put up some points in strength. And we sometimes gain a little power by taking damage. That's a very nice mutation, because that'll develop into a mutation which will provide me with might and agility when I get hit a lot. Some glowing leather armor, I want to pick that up. Let's check this out later, that is. Alright, Dungeon 2, time to go for some scrolls here. Remove curse identified, it's really nice. Immolation done. Okay. And now I'm really slowing down my pace really much. Dungeon 2, the place where you're gonna meet the first uniques if you're unlucky. And certainly want to respect that. Okay, there's some Fetish altar. But I haven't decided yet which god I'm gonna take for this run. There's a first worm. I'm gonna throw some rocks at it, try to soften it up a bit. And I'm gonna melee into it. Hopefully I'm able to take it down. And works out pretty cool, decently. I didn't take in a single blow. It's really nice. Alright. Goblin wielding a normal dagger. That's not too much of a hassle. Yet still, I really need some branded weapon pretty soon. That's the main reason why I don't go for any weaponry skills here. I want to wait for the first beautiful weapon that shows up, and then I'm gonna put some points into it. Right now, leveling up short blades is not really useful, since I don't think I'm gonna stick to short blades in this run. We've got a potion of haste here, certainly useful. And just chunking some rocks at everything that comes close to me, hoping to get some free hits, soften them up a bit. Rocks are just abundant, and it's pretty safe to use them, even with no throwing skill at all. Most of the time they don't do anything, yet still doesn't cost me anything to use them, so it's perfectly fine to use them. First adder. Oh boys. I'm gonna flame wand this bit. Alright. I have no potions of curing on me, which makes adder conflicts a bit scary. Can't get lethally poisoned, and then I'm just screwed without any means of healing myself. Oh boys. Gonna flame wand this too. This kobold wields a sling, and it's definitely uncursed, so I'm gonna drop this sling, pick up the uncursed sling. That's really nice to have. Gonna adjust the letter to B, so I have this on my quick swap. And for now I'm gonna run around with this sling equipped. That's some decent ranged attack available here. Something I like to see for the early game. Alright, there's a worm. I'm not too afraid of worms. Carefully tabbing through this. And there we go. Got an agility bonus in for this hit. Alright. I like that mutation. It's really useful. And again, if I was a spellcaster, this mutation would be pretty useless for a spellcaster. And we got level 2 of the Energized by Suffering skill, mutation. Certainly good. Alright, we shot down this one. And that's the performance of a sling, even without any skill, with +0 plane sling. Nothing special, but still you can amplify the damage of a sling bullet pretty hard with it. Alright, annoying bat is being annoying. That's what you get when you encounter some bats. Alright, yet still no branded weapon showed up apart from the dagger of protection, which is nothing I'm too fond of using. But this sling is definitely a goodie here for us. I've already picked up 2 stacks of sling bullets. That means I certainly have a good repertoire of ammunition at my disposal here. Yet still, I'm not using my ammunition here on rats. I'm rather shooting down the worm. Alright, gonna clear up this Trog altar. Gotta be careful though, the Moth of Wrath certainly is a threat, since it can enrage enemies through these gates. There we go, that's a frenzied rat. Cost us 9 HP. Got a blowgun, certainly want to pick that up. And that's the thing, if I go for some run I really want to win, I try to take every chance improving my survivability. And that means also picking up blowguns. Let's see if we found some needles. Not yet. Alright. Okay, Dungeon 2 looks pretty good. Kobold tossing some rocks at us. We do the same to him, with better rocks. Alright, and there's a wand. Certainly happy about that, and it's a wand of lightning. Double happy about that. Alright, sweet. It's a good wand, especially since I'm going for some evocation training here. Alright, a new potion. I still have a potion of ID hanging around, and sadly it was degeneration. Okay. Really would have preferred some useful potion there. Another bat. Again, for bats I don't like to use ammunition. New potion? Alright. So that's that D2. Let's head down to D3. Pick up those resources here. We popped a scroll of magic mapping, scroll of fog, and a scroll of teleportations. So let's head up. Alright, with this wand of lightning at my disposal, I feel a lot safer, because that's the first wand which packs in some serious punch. And now I'm set if out of depth ogre shows up or something like that, just can blast him down. Feels good. Feels good to have the safety option here. There goes the second worm. A lot of worms so far. It's still pretty okay. Taking them down with a sling is very easy. And here we go for more armory. I'm not gonna pick up any of these yet, since I'm not running enough strength to put them up without getting encumbered. And right now I don't want to get encumbered. Alright, another adder. I'm gonna flame wand her again. It's way safer without current potions to avoid fighting these at close range at all. Totally. I really want to avoid melee with poisonous enemies at all costs right now. Because I'm only running around with a lousy short sword. Let's check out which weapon we dropped so far. But no, there's actually nothing around here that's better or stronger than my short sword. So, hello, Terrence. How much damage does this? Enough to kill him. That's really nice. Didn't want to put up my lightning wand here. So let's check out this scale mail. It's a bit heavier than the ring mail, and I'm certainly able to use it. So let's use it. Let's pump up some more AC here. And it's cursed. But that's no problem. It's +0 and cursed. Would have been worse if it was a minus armor. Alright, another bat. Let's melee it. A few hobgobs. Let's shoot. And take the rest in melee. Alright. Safe kills. Throwing net. It's also really nice to have. Let's quiver this. so won't forget I have it. With nets you can pull off some really nice tricks from time to time, especially escaping moves. We're standing face to face with an adder. So my next mutation went up, and it's the Demonic Guardian. Really sweet set so far. Demonic Guardian means I'm getting some imp reinforcements every time something with a sufficient threat level shows up. And well, it feels a bit random what the game considers as a dangerous enemy. Alright, Ic0n. Ic0n can always spawn with wands, so gotta be careful. And I'm gonna put in some lightning wand here. Alright, that didn't work out too well. Let's go for some flame puffs. Didn't do anything. Looks like Ic0n has no wands on him though. Yeah, alright, we should be fine here. Ic0n is not particularly dangerous on his own. Oh, he had a wand of Ice Blast. Decent. Ice Blast. That's a wand monsters can't use, luckily. -5 protection. That's a nasty one. Alright, but we got some useful stuff out of this. And I'm gonna wield this blowgun just to check it out if it's cursed or not. And sadly I can't put up this leather armor here, since my armor here is already cursed. So I want to put down this -5 protection ring here, and I'm gonna switch it with a cold protection ring. Cold protection to have early on is pretty cool, since it helps me fighting ice beasts pretty good, and these will show up pretty soon. And here's a longsword. A longsword should be a decent weapon to pick up, and right now I'm not using it. Why? I don't want to be stuck with a cursed weapon here. I really need to be able to switch between my hunting sling and my melee option here. So that's nothing I can do here. Oh boy. 3 orc priests on D3. Alright. I'm not gonna hassle around here. I'm immediately going into teleportation, because I could have died in this short moment here due to the smitings. And I don't know if I actually want to go for this. This is so friggin' dangerous. Yet still... Okay, I'm gonna try this downstairs. Okay. That's certainly a spicy situation. I have a wand of enslavement on me. I'm gonna enslave this hound and force it to fight the jackals. And this way I'm gonna finish off the other guys. The worm punched down the hound for me. Thanks, worm. Alright, so that worked out. We have an ossuary here. That's certainly something I want to pick up if possible. Hopefully it works out better than the last ossuary. That's on my last playlist. Ossuary went really wrong. Alright, let's hope this works out better. Another adder. Alright, let's kite it back a few steps and let's try to take it down. That worked out really well. And I can afford heal up by waiting, since I know where I need to go for the ossuary. Alright, we got it in time. We're not endangered. Good, very good. I was fighting that adder since I had potions of curing now on me, and I stepped forward into this water tile, or towards this water tile, since I knew the mummy would be fighting worse while it's standing in water. I think that's how it works. Should apply to mummies as well, the debuff. And here we're facing some zombies. It's not particularly dangerous. That's what I love about the ossuary. You're facing a lot of particularly harmless undead creeps, and as a melee, these areas are usually pretty easy. Although this layout I haven't seen yet. It's new to me. And there goes a bunch of stuff here. mummy shows up, and here goes some frost imp. They will spawn randomly, like I said, and help me. Sooner or later this might evolve into stronger levels when and then I'll get stronger demon allies out of this skill, which is really sweet. I'm really grateful picking up this mutation, since it's a bit unreliable, but basically it's a free summoning spell for you. That's really nice. Free summoning, which doesn't cost you actions, which doesn't cost you resources. Ooh, that mummy certainly packs a punch. Let's check. It can hit for up to 20. That means I'll be screwed if I get in another hit. And okay, looks like I need a few more curing potions here to take it down. And there's another mummy. This is getting out of hand for me. Gonna lightning this dude. Alright. More mummies closing in, and forget about what I was saying that this area is not too dangerous. It turns out to be very dangerous. I ice blasted these since I had the corridor. Looks like the lightning made a lot of noise, and right now I'm letting my imp do the work here. Let's toss in a few sling bullets and hopefully bring this guy down. I have one more charge of lightning open, but I'm gonna ice blast into this and try to shoot some more. Okay. So these mummies keep swarming in. Luckily, I can soften them up a bit. And I got slowed by this mummy, so I'm gonna drop down this ice blast here and just nuke it. Alright, this is getting really ugly really quickly. I'm out of all potions now, and I don't know. Let's check this bullfrog zombie. It can do up to 7 damage, that's not too much. Alright. Let's try if I can abuse this water debuff somewhat more. Alright. Certainly the most dangerous setup for an ossuary I've met in a long time. I can't remember ever facing that many mummies down here. It's certainly something I will keep in mind when I run into this layout again. Yet still, it's okay for me. I'm grabbing up a lot of experience here, and hopefully the worst moments are over now. I'm out of healing potions, which is a bit sad in my opinion, though I think it was good to spend them. I think I would have been dead if I hadn't done that. Alright, more mummies. Slings help out a lot here. And there's this bog mummy again. It's slowing me. It's really nasty. Let's pop in some random effects here, and I have made it invisible. That's not too dangerous though. Let's close this door and hide behind. Alright, some more resources here, and luckily we found a scroll of remove curse, so I can put up this leather armor, which is cursed, sadly, a normal long sword, and a war axe. Alright, what I'm gonna use for this run, I'm not too sure here. Certainly these are two viable options, and I think for now I'm gonna put up the war axe, and that's the point where I'm gonna start training that axe. My training feels a bit widespread here, although it'll work out as long as I play safely here. Alright, let's open up some doors. I feel like here could be some more loot hanging around behind that water, yet still I don't see too many options to cover this up safely. Alright, that's this also already done. Was pretty scary actually, more than I expected. Alright, there's some potions of flight and some potions of heal wounds. You know what, guys? We're gonna fly and check out if there's anything here worth checking out. Doesn't look like. Alright, so probably the rest of this area is working similarly. Yeah, well, we're dropping our flight, so I'm gonna head over here, and let's just assume there's nothing here. Alright. That's us already done. We got a potion of curing left, we got 2 potions of heal wounds, an unidentified scroll, which is ancient armor. Whoops, I totally forgot that I was wearing this crappy leather armor. Let's change that. Okay. I can drop this short sword for sure now. I don't need that anymore. Alright, so we're having up a hunting sling and a war axe. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Okay, there's a hound and a worm. That's nothing I'm too scared of. The war axe is a very good transitioning weapon here for me, and that's why I'm going to put up some points into it. A good branded broad axe would be absolutely everything I need to finish up this game, so I feel like axes are pretty good to go. Yet still, if I run axes, I need some Hydra options later on. Alright, stack of new curing potions. Like to see that. Let's auto-explore somewhat. There's an iguana. That's another enemy I'm really happy having a sling for. These guys have some decent evasion rating, which makes them pretty dangerous early on, but on top of that, they're also featuring some really high damage for the early game. A single iguana can nuke down a spellcaster in the early game if he goes toe to toe with him. And look at this adder, it just doesn't want to die. Hope it's tasty. Alright. And for god choice, I'm somewhat tempted to just go for McCleb, because that's basically one of the best gods you can go for as a Demonspawn. He provides you with heal on kill, provides you with summoning, provides you with destructive magic. That's a real power package to have at your disposal for a Demonspawn. Yet still, I'm not too sure if there's not some other interesting option there for me. Alright, a first workaround. I want to take this real carefully. They have a decent evasion rating and I'm getting in a lot of hard hits here, so I'm gonna try to just random effect this. And another one comes, I'm gonna ice blast and random effect. This workaround got teleported now, so let's see. Just teleported away. Now it's back being hasted. That's pretty ugly. We fireballed it. Random effects is a very useful wand, in fact, for the early game, that is. Alright, we're done with D4. Let's head over to D5. I'm really spooked here now, because D5, that's the point where you usually want some items up which are decent, and right now I'm lacking every single auxiliary slot on my equipment I could lack. And yeah, let's put up this cloak. It's cursed, yet still there's nothing bad on it. It's +0, so it's not even debuffing me at all, which is pretty good. I think I'm gonna focus on axes now some to bring this up to a better delay. Sounds like some important decision here. Crimson Imp. Very high evasion rating for the early game. But seems like we're pretty good here. Ash and Zari. I don't feel like going Ash in this game. I'm really tempted to pick a different god apart from McCleb, but not Ash. I don't feel like Ash for this run. Alright. I'm really considerably bad equipped for this stage of the game. I really would like to see some branded weapon, but actually I'm having pretty much everything in my inventory which was worth picking up from the branded weaponry, that is. Alright, there go some more hounds. Don't want to face them. directly here. No way. Alright, let's put up the sling again. Some trident, some poisoned needles that might come in handy. Alright, a scorpion. We got a demonic ally, so this should be decent. This Quasit can pack quite a punch. And if nothing else, he's some distraction. A recharging scroll. I'm gonna recharge this flame wand, since it's my safest and most reliable damage source here. And look at that. I'm really curious here. But not gonna bring it up, since I again lack some remove curse option here. And that's certainly something I want to respect. Could be a -4 hunting sling, and then I'm stuck with a really bad ranged weapon. I can't change that. Could certainly end my run here. There goes the temple. That means we're up for some god choice here. Rue? Well, Rue sounds certainly interesting as well. Kazlal? I'm not up for Kazlal. It's way too much noise and terror here. Dith or Okawaru? Well, but both are solid choices. Yet still, I think I'm gonna go for a classy Demonspawn run here. Let's go for McClap. I can do that at least once on my streams here. Alright, there's a first ogre, and suddenly I'm pretty happy I opted in for these for this flame wand recharge. So this ogre preferred to smack my imp, and I'm gonna quarter some regular poisoned needles. Let's try if I can hit them, because if one of those needles hits, he's weakened enough to be taken down by the poison, and then I can just run away and wait until he dies. Ogres at this stage of the game are simply devastating. They pack such a punch in their attack, and right now I'm swinging at 1.3 actions per attack. It's not good. It's really not good. Alright, so we got the Powered by Pain mutation complete. That's really early for this. And there's the first Ice Beast. Normally they can do a lot of damage, but we're resistant to cold already. That cuts down their extra damage on their melee attacks by a lot. A Wand of Digging. Hello there, beautiful. Really happy I have that. And for this run, I also picked up McClap, since that's everything I need. I've got one skill for every single need of my spellcasting issues. I got destruction magic, summoning magic, and that's all for invocations. Don't need to level up spellcasting, certain spell schools, so that's really useful here. And we're gonna enslave one of these Null and order him to take down this ant. Well, the ant will take him down. So let's enslave this ant and tell it to take down these Null, and the Null take down the ant. Enslavement wands are really useful, especially if you're leveling up evocations really early like I do here. Yet still, I'm gonna drop evocations pretty soon, and I got marked. I really want to get away from here. And turns out that's not that easy, since this Ice Beast is blocking the upstairs. Alright, the mark has gone, yet still I want to go for a different downstairs, since probably every single monster on this level was swarming towards this staircase, and I'm not too interested to meet every single monster on this floor at once. Alright. That's here a better spot to take this. Well, I'm feeling pretty confident that I hit McClap on D5 already. That's really cool, which means I can pick up Piety pretty soon. And I'm pretty close to being healed by kills, which is a very useful feat. There goes some Imp Swarm, hammering down at the Phantom here. And I'll let the imps do most of the work for now, before I close in to finish the job. Phantoms, they're quite a bunch of XP, yet still, if you're lacking some proper defenses like AC, evasion, or shields, they're really scary. They're hard to hit, and they hit quite hard. Alright, let's head downstairs. Oh, I really hope I find some ID or remove curse scroll pretty soon, since I'm really curious about this sling. The sling could carry me easily towards the mid-game here, if I'm lucky. New wand, let's check that out. It's a wand of paralysis. Very neato. Very, very neato. And we're gonna ice blast these. Alright, so the priest is gone, but there's a bunch of orc warriors closing in. These are certainly spooky, and if I'm lucky I can enslave this guy. And I did. So let's take him over here and go forth and kill your buddies. Alright, that worked out pretty decently. So the enslavement wore off, but that's pretty okay. Let's see if I can random effect him down. He's confused. Alright. Oh, he killed himself. How convenient. Alright. That's the power of enslavement wands. You can turn pretty nasty enemies into their allies and let their allies kill the nasty critter you didn't want to kill. It's overall some really useful package. First Sky Beast, and it immediately gets imp swarmed here. Just standing back and letting those little dudes do the dirty work here. Thanks. Thanks, guys. You're real bros to me. Alright, first amulet. Good. Really, really good. Now I only need some resources to put it safely on, please. Thanks. First jelly. Again, the hunting sling works a charm here. Hep. Nice god. Not for this run. It's not long enough since I did the last Hep run. Alright, we got a new scroll of recharging, and I certainly want to put it onto my wand of Ice Blast. That came in handy recently. Alright. I could wear chainmail by now. My strength has hit 15. Yet still, I'm a bit reluctant to that, since I really want to keep up some evasion rating here. Sounds pretty useful to be evading somewhat. Alright. Again, letting the imps do as much dirty work as possible. And I didn't have to touch the Sky Beast at all. Thanks, bros. There's finally the scroll of remove curse I was waiting for. And it's a plain +1, and it's cursed. There we go. I called it. Amulet of the Gormand. That's actually pretty useful. And let's pop that remove curse. And it's not a recursing sling, so I can put that onto B and be happy with a nice little sling. It's not epic, yet still it's a lot more useful than the one I was using before, since it has a damage branding, and it's at least +1, and the ability to see invisible is not too shabby either. Yet still, it's a bit unlucky on this item. Another amulet, and I'm really stockpiling teleportation scrolls here. Feels good to be able to use them again. The last game I ran a Formicid, and I suddenly feel like it's special being able to teleport again. And that glowing helmet. Again, it's really sweet to be able to wear helmets again. I know I'm repeating myself. Alright, hello Ooze. Bye bye Ooze. That's an armor shop here. Very neato things. This large shield I want to pick up later. For now, I want to have this hat. Sounds interesting. Alright, it's cursed, but it has some really useful intrinsics. Resist fire ++, fly on evocable. That's really cool since I have enough evocations to pull that off. Scarf of repulsion. It's certainly more useful than the +1/+0 cloak. That's some protection from the missiles. Certainly in for that. Alright, Howler Monkeys. Let's bring up the sling again. These are mainly noise generators. Fast noise generators, that is. Alright, another ogre fight. Let's check how we will fare here. Pretty decently. And the next ogre closes in. Let's greet him with the axe. Alright. Looks like we're able to put down ogres by now. That's really nice to know. Another jelly closing in. Good. We have a remove curse scroll at our hands now. And there goes the first hippogriff. That's pretty damn early for a hippogriff. That's why I'm flaming it down rather than swinging at it. And another level up. I'm gonna pick up some more strength. And what did we get here? We got toenails. That's an auxiliary attack slot here. And that's actually something I'm not too happy about, because this mutation will ultimately block your boot slot. And we got shafted by 2 levels. And we're totally surrounded here by a bunch of orcs. Luckily, these are no dangerous orcs. I'm having a magic mapping scroll at my hand. And I think I'll just step into here and axe these dudes. The cleave here was really helpful. And normal orcs, well, normal orcs are beatable by now for me. Ooh. This Ic0n Steam Dragon situation, though, is sure a lot more scary. Alright, let's check out my enslavement chances here. And let's let these 2 baddies kill each other. And I don't know if my Ic0n is still active. Doesn't look like it though. Alright, this level turns out to be a real nightmare here. And we're just bailing out. I got out alive. That's all that matters for now. And we're still stuck in some trouble here. I'm maybe able to enslave this ogre. Let's try it out. After the 3rd try it worked. And I'm using this ogre to take down these guys. Now I'm telling him to retreat towards this direction. I'm gonna blow my magic mapping scroll here and head towards this hatch. I don't want to be here right now. I didn't want to be here from the beginning. And as much as I'd like to have this potion of heal wounds, I'm skipping out for now. I don't want to get this 2-headed ogre close to me. That's one baddie I really want to take cautiously. Alright, so we survived the shafty things here. And we already know that there's Maurice at D9. We already have seen the entrance to the Orcish mines. Alright, that's something. Some scrolls have ID. Let's put them to use. Potion of Brilliance, and I certainly want to ID this Paralysis Wand, because that might come in handy against this ogre later on. Alright. I really do like the Artificer background, since I feel like it's one of the most underrated backgrounds in the game. Alright, bunch of orcs. I think Ice Blasting is way to go here. And flame into the priest here. I'm missing a lot here. Certainly missing a lot here. Alright, gotta axe him down. I'm pretty generous here with the flame wand charges, since this is basically the weakest wand existing in the game, and this means it'll be outdated pretty soon, so I can hammer away the charges I have. But I really wanted to have it charged once. Maybe I'm gonna charge it up one more time. It's really useful up into the mid game, I'd say. into the transition into mid-game, more likely. And yeah, certainly some useful wand. Alright, I'm axing these dudes, making full use of the cleave, and by now my clap heals us when we kill, and that makes situations like these a lot safer. So another wand of recharging. I'm not too sure if I want to recharge anything right now. I'd rather than wait until I really need it. Alright, that's D7 done. Back to D8 we go. And there's this two-headed ogre from before. So we have 49% chance to paralyze him. And that's just what I'm going to do. Paralyze and clap him down. Safest way to take care of these. Because in melee and active, these are really scary. Normal ogres though, I think, yeah, I'm totally safe taking these down. Alright. Perfect, actually. Scroll of Magic Mapping. Very happy to have another of these lying around. I'm really happy with my resistances here. Back in the Shafty situation there, the Steam Dragon almost did no damage to me. There's two of them here. That's pretty uncomfortable. Let's see if our Sling can do some work here. And the constant backup of these imps certainly helps a lot. Let's try to blowgun him a bit. Didn't work out. That hit. And I'm gonna kite a bit more. Looks like the poison here is not effective enough to wear him down ultimately. And yeah, let's flame wand this. I guess that should be enough. Yeah, I was right. I did this because I was pretty sure that I could take in a few hits of that. Bees, first bees, and I'm gonna lignify into this situation. Lignification is your best friend when you're facing your first bee pack. Yet somehow I'm having some real trouble hitting these. Alright. That's a good opportunity to... Oh, I don't know what I'm going to use actually. I think lightning is way to go here. It's still... I want to let them come closer one more tile so I can lightning some more of these. And turns out I'm gonna use the lightning, use the recharge on the lightning wand, and let's lightning these. Alright, that doesn't work out either. I'm gonna Ice Blast myself somewhat here. Since Ice Blast is irresistible damage, that's some safe hit against these, and I didn't want to get hit more. That worked out. Alright. I'm certainly lacking some decent melee option here. Everything doesn't work too well. By at this point at D8 I should be able to take down at least one or two of these in melee, which I don't, sadly. But that'll come. Until then I gotta play it careful. I have some more charges of the Ice Blast one left, if there's gonna be more bees waiting for me. There goes a wand of acid. Nice. I'm really lucky with all these wands. This game approves my class choosing here. And scroll of silence. I'm really sad I wasted that. Glowing plate armor. Yet still, I'm not strong enough to wear that. And I don't know if I want to pick up this ruined armor later on. Right now, I definitely don't have enough money to pick that up. A hand crossbow, certainly not useless. Alright, off to D9 we go. And, oh boys, this is one messy level. Lots of free space, and what's even worse than that, a lot of dangerous situations around. Alright, so we're here at D8, and you know what guys, we're gonna go back to D3. I'm feeling ready to take down these priests. that frightened me back there so much. I really want to complete this level. I don't know if there's anything useful here, but for now D9 scares me a lot. Alright. Looks like the arc pack from back then scattered across the map. And there we go. With a single ice blast I should be able to take them down pretty decently. And I guess the rest of this is sling work. Or axe work. Alright, stepping behind the corner. And yeah. That's one loose end covered up. It didn't help me too much. Only 3% XP on the bar. And yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up here for the first episode. It's been pretty much fun here playing this Artificer so far. And gonna take this downstairs for the next run. And thanks for tuning in again. That's part 1 of the Demonspawn Artificer done. We're still alive, luckily. And I hope it stays that way. Thanks for your time here, and if you like, drop in a comment or a thumbs up or something like that. I'm always happy to see some feedback on my work here, and hopefully we see each other soon, and until then, have a nice time, guys. Bye bye.